Yo, welcome to the Choppin It Up podcast featuring your boy Jordan.
What up? It's your boy Eric.
And we're back at it with another episode. My dog Eric, bro. What are we chopping it up today, bro?
Today, we're going to be talking about our top 5 albums so far of 2019.
Yes, sir. We're halfway through the year. It's going by super fast, and it's scary. But it's going by super fast, and there's been a lot of great music that has released, and I'm just excited to kind of, at least talk about what the albums that I love, what Eric loves, because, man, we're at the time where, I feel like there's been some good music, but I feel like there's going to be even better music throughout the year. So
yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up. You got the new Dreamville album coming out. You have
that trailer has me shook.
A possible Kendrick album coming out.
Man,
I don't know.
Kendrick ain't come out with no album, man.
I don't know, man. We got a lot of things, that are projected to release in 2019, so you never know.
I'm excited, man. So I'm going to go ahead and start it off with my top 5 albums so far. Let me just say, though, a lot of my albums that I have are some artists that, we know, but some of them are sleepers and some artists, some local new artists that you might not know about. I'm trying to put everybody on game right now, you know what I'm saying? And so there's been a lot of great music. There's been a lot of great albums from big artists, but I want to kind of start a movement to where I'm really promoting heavy some new artists. So I'll start off right now with an artist named Jordan Ward. He released an album called Valley Hopefuls. He's an LA-based R&B singer, and he released an album about a month or so ago. And when I tell you, bro, I love seeing artists like this, man, that are just in the studio working hard, putting out good music, good content. He's a young dude, man. I found him through this playlist that I listened to, and they were promoting his stuff as well. And I was like, yo, this dude has potential, serious potential. And we're in the situation with the industry to where it's sometimes a lot of the R&B guys, it's hard to make it just because it's so saturated, but really everybody's really focused on rap and everything else. And so R&B is kind of slept on still, And so when I found this guy, man, super, super incredible, super talented. And it's definitely an album that I still listen to, even though it just came out a couple months ago. But just a super album. I love it so much, and I just think that I hope that he releases out good music, in the future. So that's one of my albums so far. Of course, Tyler, the Creator, Igor. There's not much that I can really say about that. If you guys haven't listened to the podcast that we did on this album, make sure to check that out because we definitely went in depth about the album and how I was surprised because I am not a Tyler, the Creator fan like that.
That's surprising for me, because I know that, when we first talked about it, when I first told you, hey, he's putting out an album and I really want to do a review on it.
Yeah, I was like,
I remember you were like, I don't even want to listen to it, honestly.
Yeah.
And come on.
No, but seriously, when like I said, man, when I hear good music and it's just good over time,
you just can't deny it.
I can't just put it to the side, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think I had to give Tyler, the Creator, his credit for really, and you too, for really changing my mindset about Tyler, the Creator as a person or as a musician, because like I said, I had my issues with his old music, and so now I see where he's at now. I'm like, okay, now this is something that I can really vibe with, and so there's nothing much I can really say, but this is one of the albums that I really do love, and I'm glad that Eric put me on because what I'm saying.
I'm just I'm glad that you enjoyed it as first thing,
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's a really good. I saw so many people just talking about that just because of how surprising it was to a lot of people.
I'm so surprised.
And the charts speak for themselves. It topped at number 1, and it's still doing very well. So there is a tour coming up. So
yeah. I probably won't go though.
But,
just give me a little bit.
He's gonna be with Gold Link.
Okay, then I'm okay. All right, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I might have to rethink that. We'll discuss that because
all right, we'll talk about it.
Okay. All right. My next one is Lucky Day. I've been talking about Lucky Day a few times on the podcast about new artists that I really have been enjoying lately. He just did an NPR performance on the NPR. What's that thing called?
Tiny Desk.
Tiny Desk. I was super excited for that. But his music, man, it's the way I hope R&B goes. He's a New Orleans native. He has that very just strategic fusion and funk vibe, jazzy vibe. And I've been really like thankful that he's been putting out music like this, because this is what R&B needs. This is what the industry needs, and he's been catching a lot of waves lately, bro. He just performed, if people watch this, some people don't, on the BET Awards. You know what I'm saying?
Did you watch the BET Awards?
I did. I watched all 3 hours of it. Yeah, it was super long.
It was 3 hours?
Yeah, it was 3 hours.
Oh,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
I did not. I didn't get the chance to catch it, but I heard there was a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot going on, but he got a chance to perform. Now, the only disappointing thing about that is that what BET does is when they have new artists that comes out, they put them on so they have 2 stages, the main stage and a side stage.
Yeah.
For new artists to perform. So normally when they go to commercial, they have them perform a minute of their song and they go to commercial. They cut them off halfway through the song.
Ooh.
And I'm like,
that's tough.
I'm like, bro, people have been in love with his music, bro. Don't dog him like that. And
yeah.
He was even saying he put out a tweet dang, why did BET cut me out like that? And I was like, I kind of feel bad because it's just it's his time to shine right now. Yeah. Everybody's watching the BET Awards, you know what I'm saying? And so when I saw him kind of get cut out, I'm like, okay, it happens, but I was just kind of salty about that. And so he released an album this year called Painted. And so this album he released 2 EPs last year. So really what this album was like, Eric, was basically he put those 2 EPs on the album and then added 3 or 4 new songs.
Okay, so it is those 2 EPs.
Yeah, so
and then some new stuff.
Yeah, so low-key I was a little salty. I'm like, oh, bro, here's an album coming out. It's going to be new music, good 10 tracks. But low-key, it was only 2 or 3 tracks that were new because we already knew about the 8 or so songs that he put on his EPs or his previous EPs. And so
yeah,
I was a little butthurt a little bit because I was like, bro, I've been listening to his EP, his EPs back to back. And so when I saw his album was coming out, I'm like, bro, new music, I'm ready to go. Then I see the track list and it's all the same stuff, but with 2 or 3 songs. I'm like, dang, Lucky, don't do me like that, bro. And the people were even disappointed about it as well. So I was like, you know what? I understand why he's doing that though. I mean, he's putting out a lot of material, and so I kind of got over it. But at the same time, his music has really just been the album that's really just been catching my attention every time, and I really have been enjoying it. If Eric, bro, if you haven't even listened to him, bro, check him out. Super dope.
I might have run across his music here and there, but I haven't given the chance to actually listen to the album.
Super dope, bro. And so that's Lucky Day, man. You guys should check him out. Next, I have L.A. One of my buddies I used to work with, he put me on to L.A. And it's spelled, it's not like L.A. like Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's ELHAE. So L-Hay. It's very unique. And I forgot what he said about what his name meant. I think it stands for every life has an ending. I think that's what it stands for. I mean, super dark, but that's what it stands for. That's what I saw. Mm-hmm. And when you listen to his music, you can kind of tell that he's gone through.
Yeah, every life has an ending.
Cool. Yeah. So I mean, it's a cool acronym. It kind of makes you think about life in a certain aspect. But when you listen to his music, you kind of think about it that way. He's not super dark or anything, but he raps a little bit. I consider him an R&B artist, to be honest, but he does a lot of rap as well. And he released an album called Trouble in Paradise. And when I tell you, bro, this is my top album, even though it's I'm not doing this in order right now, but this is my top album of the year so far, because when I listen to this album, bro, I listen to it all straight through 10 times in a whole week. And I'm just like, yo, this music is just incredible.
Yeah.
He actually was touring. He was in Dallas. I didn't go because we had rehearsals here at church, and so I couldn't make it, and I'm still super salty about it. It's $20 for a ticket, bro.
Oh man.
And a small little intimate place, bro, where you can just hear everything.
Oh man.
And I'm still salty because I've been wanting to see him for a while. But like I said, I love being able to find artists like this that is still trying to make their way up. He did sign with Atlantic Records as well, and so he's really starting to put out more music. And I believe that he's already starting to work on a new album. And so,
well, that's crazy.
I just, like I said, bro, his music, man, is just so inspiring to me. But it's just just the way he does everything that he does, and his I mean, he can rap as well, bro, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And so, but I consider him an R&B artist, and so
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Like
he says, he's a alternative R&B. So
yeah, I mean,
yeah, which is like kind of like the, it's almost like if you're gonna rap, you also gotta sing a little bit.
Yeah, you gotta sing a little bit too.
So
yeah.
So I see like that being like a norm almost now.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, alternative R&B. That you never even hear that. Like that's just like, oh, he's a rapper, or he's a singer. Like which one? But you have alternative R&B. It kind of puts it in a whole,
Yeah.
which is cool. But this album needs a lot more attention because
Also, he did a song with a Big Crit.
Yeah, he's had some features, bro, on with some big artists as well. But he's still trying to make his name known, and so I really hope that he, I know he's working on a new album. I'm super excited. I'm just still salty I didn't go to his concert, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's my favorite album. But you can't forget this last one, which is up there as well. Our guy, bro, Anderson .Paak Ventura, bro. I mean, there's nothing more I can really say. We already did a podcast on this, but I've honestly, bro, over like this year, I've grown to really appreciate and really love what Anderson .Paak has been doing, bro. His music, man, the way, I mean, as a drummer and him seeing him drum and do it while he's singing.
It was insane.
I mean, especially live, bro. Here's the thing about live music versus recorded, bro. Recorded, it's cool, it's great. But when you hear it live, man, you just feel you just feel something just different about everything, really.
It's like the energy in the room was electric. It was like just like you just felt, whenever he was up there, he was playing, like you just feel the energy being like it was very contagious, like in the room, like everybody was happy and just dancing and singing along.
I mean, it was just what an amazing concert. If you haven't gone, I think he's still touring, I believe.
Best teeth in the game.
But Ventura, it was an album that I expected. I know when we did like a review about it and what we're kind of looking forward to, it was right on point with just the soul vibes, R&B vibes. And so I still listen to it to this day, and I got the CD, the physical CD, and so now I'm
man.
I know, I'm like listening to it like crazy in my car now, and so that's my top 5 albums so far, man. Like a lot of artists that nobody really knows, and a couple that you might know, but again, I'm all about just trying to put out more appreciation for new artists that are trying to get their name out there.
For sure.
That's my top 5, man. I'm ready for yours, though, boy.
So my top 5, I'll start it off with an artist that isn't really known, and you put me onto this guy.
I did. I did.
You did.
I did.
You did. I remember you when we were up here, and you were like, "Hey, bro, have you heard of Maxo?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah."
That's right.
And so you're like, "Here, let me put you on," and we listened to that track, "Time."
Yeah, "Time" was fire.
And I was like, I was blown away by the visuals of the music video, and I was blown away by like just the beat and his like the way he was just flowing.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, okay, I gotta check this guy out. I gotta see what else he's got. And man, when I tell you that I listened to this album, Lil Big Man, I've listened to this so many times. I like to listen to it when I'm working. I like to listen to it when I'm like setting up or tearing down a set. Like whenever, it's just good music for me when I'm driving, like at night.
He's very just like chill, bro.
It's mellow. Yeah. It's the lyrics are introspective a lot. They make you think. They make you kind of look at like where you've been, where you're coming, but it's also really relatable because he's 23.
Wow.
We're right there.
I don't know he was that
and he's talking about how like he still doesn't know. Wow. He's kind of like on this journey of trying to figure it out, and he doesn't get there with this album. He doesn't figure it out, but you can see he's going through that motion of like, man, I'm doing this, but like I'm also like trying to figure some things out in my life, like trying to figure out who's my friends, he's
in the peak of everything now.
And so like I was just really relatable, hearing him talk about certain things. And just if you haven't listened to it, Lil Big Man by Maxo, it's chill. Yeah, like he's rapping over some like chill hop almost kind of beat, like very lo-fi. I want to say chill hop, I would say more lo-fi production on things, but like very introspective, very like mellow, and it was just great. Yeah. Like I was so thankful that you showed me.
I forgot about him, man. That's crazy.
I love that album. If I could find it in a physical form, I will buy it, but I can't. I cannot find it.
Yeah, he's probably still trying to get his distribution and stuff.
It's what's crazy is he's signed to Def Jam.
Oh wow.
I think might have been a recent thing or something, but I'm not sure. But I tried to look on his like website, couldn't find a vinyl, couldn't find a CD, nothing. And I just want to support the homie.
Absolutely.
But you know, check him out. He's not very known. Like if you go to YouTube, like his top like song has like 30,000 views. Wow.
Yeah.
So he's not still out there yet.
Show
so
some love to Maxo,
show some love to Maxo, man.
A little big man. Yes,
and then moving on to, you know, these are not in any order. So Tyler the Creator, Igor, of course. Like man,
still a shocker to me.
Like it was amazing. My first listen, I remember I texted Jordan and I was like, I'm gonna listen to it right now. And I got off social media, got off of everything, just put my AirPods in at 12 at night and just listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do. I mean, I had to learn to not look at any reviews or any like blogs that, you know, review the album, whatever. Just listen to the music, man.
Yeah, and it changed the experience because, you know, even Tyler Creator said, you know, don't go into this album expecting anything. Like, just listen to it. Don't do anything else. Don't watch something. Don't just sit there and like take the music in. And so that really, you know, I was able to take in each track by track and just hear the production and hear the growth in his, you know, his lyrics may not have been so like, you know, very well like put together, I would say, or like it's not, the lyrics aren't like crazy.
I feel like it was more of an instrumental album.
It was very simple with the lyrics, but it was effective.
Yeah, for sure.
And so like the story, the narrative that was told, you know, you could understand everything, and it was, you literally went through this story of like of love, of like, you know, when you love someone but you're caught up in the midst of like they are with somebody else, and you know, it ends with
real life.
Yeah, it's real, and it was very, you know, transparent of Tyler to put something out there like that. So awesome. Listen to it. The production's crazy.
Okay, Tyler, I see you.
And so my another one, my number 3, not in any order, of course, Denzel Curry's Zoo.
I've heard a lot about. Honestly, I've never even listened to Denzel Curry like that.
So I love Denzel Curry.
Yeah,
I've been following Denzel for a minute now, and every project he's just growing. He's maturing. Yeah. He's just showing that he has so much to offer. And like, you know, he's from Florida, so he has a lot of Southern influences on a lot of things. Yep. But this album, it felt like almost a love letter to those influences.
Wow.
It was, you know, he had stuff from like Houston where it sounded like UGK and chopped and screwed stuff.
Wow.
He had stuff from like Atlanta. He had like Outkast kind of feelings on some tracks.
I gotta check it out, man.
You know, a lot of Southern, a lot of Florida was in it. You know, some parts are very aggressive where he kind of throws it back to where that like scene that started coming out of Florida, the like almost emo rap kind of thing. You know, there's a track where it's very heavy and in your face, but to me it was like, you know, he talks about on a song about his parents and how much game they gave him, and you know how that much they influenced him, and how it's helped him in life. And it's a cool album. Like if you've never listened to Southern hip hop, it's a great way to kind of understand some of the influences that a lot of the new artists got from Southern hip hop. So if you never listen to like UGK, Outkast, none of them rappers, just listen to it. And it's a fun album. It's not anything serious. You know, he did it kind of just, it's hype. The whole thing. It's a good album to listen to if you're gonna work out, if you're gonna work, you know, try to get motivated. So listen to Zoo. It's cool. It's cool.
Check it out.
Cool album.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about him. I just need to put him on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I love Denzel Curry, and I love supporting him. And so, like, as soon as the album dropped, I listened to it. I thought it was awesome, and it's honestly one of the better structured albums that's come out this year, and that's why I put it in my top 5.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because it, even though it's not like something groundbreaking or something like crazy, but it's still very well thought out, very put together, and he also freestyled the whole album.
What?
So
I have to really check it out.
When I heard that, I was like, yo, this is crazy. This just shows skill.
That's all skill.
And
man.
So I thought it was cool. So
that's crazy.
Moving on, I got a jazz fusion indie album.
You got some jazz in here now.
Yeah,
okay,
the Matteson 2. They put out this album called Paradise. They're very still indie. Like, not a lot of people know about them, but they're a really cool band where it's 2 twin brothers.
Wow.
And I guess they're twin. I should have just said they're twin brothers, not 2 twin. Okay, whatever. So
I got you, bro.
This album is really cool. I love this album because it came out at such a perfect time of, like, summer's here, and it's so the title of the album is Paradise, and it sounds very summery, to me, it has that feel of, like, happy.
Wow. Yeah, that's what we need.
It has cool, because it's a jazz fusion album, so it fuses indie, like, rock with jazz music, and so the guitar work on it is crazy. It's very melodic. The bass on it is cool.
That's dope. I gotta check
it out. Of course, they got
it's fire.
It is. It's cool. It's a cool album. And so if you like jazz, if you like indie music, check out the Matteson 2's Paradise. It's great. If you want to buy the vinyl, it's, like, really cool looking. Really? I bought the vinyl. So I love buying vinyl. I love supporting.
How many vinyls do you have?
A lot.
Really?
A lot.
Man, I want to get one.
I have
bad.
Like almost
record player.
So I have a lot of Pink Floyd's, because Pink Floyd is, like, probably my all-time favorite band.
Wow.
I have, it's Dio, like all of Dio's album that he's put out. I have them on vinyl. I have it a collection. I bought Matteson 2. I bought Tyler Creator's Igor.
Yeah.
I got a lot of vinyl.
You got a lot.
I love vinyl.
Hey, man. I want
something about the physical.
Yeah, the physical, and that's why feeling the CD Anderson .Paak had, I'm like, yo, I missed this. Like, everything is so digitally now, and it's just easy to. I mean, it's convenient, but I just miss holding a physical CD and looking at the artwork and the cover art and all that, and just.
It's that. Yeah, it's almost. It's like a.
Let's go back to the old days. All right.
It's.
Everything's too easy now.
I think it's like the whole fact that, like, it's almost, I don't want to say the word ritual, but it's kind of like, you take it out of the sleeve, you put it on the turntable, you put the little needle on there, and it just, oh man, it sounds good. To me it sounds better. I don't know if it actually sounds better. It just sounds better to me.
It sounds better. Yeah, I got you.
So my last favorite album so far, and of course this is only our top 5. We were gonna do top 10.
Yeah.
But it's
a lot of this.
It's just there's so much music to shuffle through. So I don't care. I'm unapologetic with the fact that I still think Crash Talk by Schoolboy Q is a great album. And I will go to the depth, because the reason I know it's a great album is because I could not stop listening to it.
I mean, hey, I respect that 100%.
I mean, and it's okay. We can have differences on this podcast, and we can have our own opinions.
I agree. No, I trust me. I understand. No, because.
And to me, like, if I had another slot, like if I had like a Ghost number 5, it would be Ventura, because I love that album.
Yeah, why isn't that on your top 5?
Because I like these albums too.
I know. I mean, I respect.
Honestly, I could switch it out for Denzel Curry's Zoo. I could switch out Ventura for. Like, let's just put a slash there.
You should switch it out for Schoolboy Q's.
No, I am not. Because I bought that vinyl too. I'm waiting, Schoolboy. I'm waiting for you to autograph it, homie, so you can send it over.
No, I get it. No, we all have our opinions. I just not realized you did not have Anderson .Paak on there, but it's cool. I understand. Cause
like I said,
I had it on there too.
It's a Ghost. It's like my choice.
It was top 10. Yeah, I got you.
So, I had a lot of hip hop on here, a lot of rap, and you had R&B. I had some indie, some jazz stuff, but
I'm a depressing person. Okay,
bruh.
R&B is my R&B is my stuff.
Look,
but hey,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to listen to Schoolboy Q's Crash Talk, probably here soon, and just listen. No skips, nothing. Just listen, and I might come back with another. Like,
how about you do this? Go and listen to the interview he did with Charlamagne the God.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Get some context.
All right, I will.
And then go back and listen to it.
I feel like that will help.
You might appreciate it a little bit more.
I feel like that will help. I will. I'll make sure to do that.
But other than that, I'm excited for where music's at.
Man.
I see so many good things, and of course we see terrible things. Shout out to DJ Khaled and his Dookie album. Shout out to Logic and his 2 Dookie albums. Oh my gosh. I'm tired of having these Dookie albums.
From artists that I actually like. That's why I'm mad. Well,
I think that's what's more frustrating is artists that we respect having these Dookie albums.
Logic is fire, but not his last couple too. I will never understand.
I don't know. I like I said, he just needs a mental break. He needs to take a couple months.
You know he's going to tour with JID as well.
Yeah, that's what
makes me mad. I want to go actually. But
I want to see JID because that guy is something else. Like if you're looking for who will probably be the next superstar, I feel like JID.
I have a feeling
there.
too. Yeah.
He's just bubbling.
Yeah, he is. Unless people like Blueface and whoever takes the shine.
I mean,
Lil Nas X, that EP was dookie.
I will not comment. That's all I gotta say.
We're halfway through the year, bro, which is amazing.
It's crazy. The year has flown by.
It has. Like, life is just going by so fast, and we're already halfway. Bro, July is about to be here in like a couple days. Like
I know it's crazy.
It's crazy. So, a lot of great music coming out. Also, I know you don't really care, but Chris Brown's album's coming out tomorrow, so I'm a little hyped.
Okay, I mean,
I'm just saying. And so
if you're watching this now, it dropped today.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So I'm excited for that. But a lot of great music's coming out. I can't wait to see what artist just pops up and releases the music. Kendrick.
Yeah, Kendrick, where you at?
Revenge of the Dreamers. I'm
Change your profile
super
picture.
excited. Like that trailer was like the ultimate tease.
I love seeing that. I love seeing them work.
I just can't wait. And so we'll definitely, at the end of the year, we'll have a top 10 albums in order,
of course,
from good to bad or bad to worse, whatever. But yeah, so honestly, I feel like my top 5 might not be on the end of the top 10 list, but we'll see. I mean, it depends on what albums are out now, but I'm super excited, bro. Eric, I know you're hyped.
I'm very excited for what's to come. We just have been teased with so much good music.
A lot of good music.
And I know that Dreamville's record is going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be. I hope it's like 12 to 13, 14 tracks. I'll be satisfied.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with it.
If it's like
long.
10 or 9, I'll be heated.
Like if it's long,
because we already know the 2,
and it's good, I'm okay. But if it's just 14 tracks and they start sounding the same, I'm outie.
Like DJ Khaled stuff.
Yes.
I got you. No, I understand. Trust me. So we're super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast, and I hope you guys definitely check out these artists. I mean, a lot of this is new artists that we really like, enjoy listening to. At least for me, mine is a lot of new artists. Check them out. If you don't, it depends. I mean, I know everybody has their way of listening, or they have their specific genre. But for the fellow R&B homies out there, I'm telling you, the people that I just said today, it's fire.
Yes. So I have a lot of hip hop.
Eric is everywhere. He's
if you like jazz, go listen to Matteson too. Also, if you like metal, go listen to Children of Bottom. I'm sorry, I just killed every single metalhead that just listened. Children of Bottom, they put out a record. It's pretty good.
It is fire. It's actually really fire.
He doesn't know what he's saying. With your lines, I'm ready to listen to the record. Okay, yeah, I got you. So, comment what's your top 5?
Yeah, what's your top? We want to know. We want to know
what's your top 5.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah, maybe. A lot of people are like on like these other I will say this: we're having like a crazy surge in like the female rap game.
It's crazy. I mean, it's
we're we're being saturated.
Of course, Cardi's at the top. Nicki, I don't know what's going on with Nicki, but I'm just saying, like, it's going like
it's crazy. It's cool. It's cool to see.
Yeah, so let us know what your top 5 is. We definitely want to check it out, and we just appreciate all the love and support on this Choppin It Up podcast episode, and we'll be back with another one. Peace.
Before we go, we're gonna upload our playlist of our top 5 albums.
Oh yeah.
So you guys check that out too in the description.
For sure.
But other than that, peace out.
Peace out. Peace.